My dog.
What's happening, man?
What's up, bro?
Same old everything, man.
Look at my dog remote.
You know.
What up? What up? What up, man? Welcome to the show, man. Y'all are on with Talking with KPG. I'm your boy G. To my right is your boy ATL's finest, Corey Davis.
What's happening?
What's good? Hey, man, you know how you do, baby.
Hey, man, I'm looking at you. Got a Hawaiian glow about you. You know what I'm saying?
It's that Hawaiian roll. Look, I got it covered up too.
That's what's up, man. How was it, bro?
Oh, but it was lovely, man. It was lovely. I had a great time. Needed it.
As always, you know, I'm always curious about you. You know, about your findings. Tell me about your trip, man. Tell me some stuff I don't know, man.
Man, they about to shut it back down. I'm gonna tell you that. Look, they didn't expect that many people to be there.
we're about to shut it down again.
Oh boy, look,
that COVID.
They was happy to see him, but they weren't expecting that many people to be there.
Wow.
It was a ton. I don't know if you saw like a couple of videos that we shot. It was a bunch of people on the beach.
Wow. Okay.
So they were saying that they may be shutting it back down.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. But the city itself, man, Hawaii, the country, man, is beautiful, dog. Honolulu is gorgeous. The water, it looks like you just want to lay in it the whole time, but the water is actually cold.
Oh.
that water cold, bro. Look, man, look. We got in there one time. That was it. Yeah. I'm good.
What's it? People of color don't do a whole lot of water.
No, we don't do a whole lot, dog. Look.
That's what's up, man.
So yeah, but it was good, man. We tried some Hawaiian food. We didn't get to do a luau. Luau's are sold out. I didn't even know they sell out. I just thought you get to just go.
I was about to say when they sell out.
They sold out all the way to September.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's a real deal thing, man. I thought, hey, just show up to a beach where they doing it, and you'll be all right. No, that ain't how it works. No, that ain't how it works.
Okay.
You have to book it. And yeah, and they was actually going out by the busloads to these spots for luau's. So we didn't get to do a luau.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's welcome my other co-host. What's up, Prince? Welcome to the show, my dog.
What's going on, man?
Mr. Fantastic himself. What's that?
Hey, it's hard to be me sometimes, dog.
Hey, man,
let's get into it, dog. Sorry, I'm late, man, a little behind, but I'm here.
Let's welcome Mike Franklin to the show, NF Astro to the show, and Chuck Littlejohn to the show. And for those who are out there that has not put your name in the chat, man, welcome to the show as well, over on YouTube, over on Twitter, over on Twitch, and on Facebook, man. We appreciate you all. Thanks for rocking with us. This is season 2, episode 32. Like I said, I'm G. In the middle, we have Corey Davis. On the right-hand side, we got our boy Prince, man. We got a great show ahead of us today. Great show. We're going to talk about these Bucks and these Suns. Bucks down 0-2 for the second time in these playoffs.
Yeah.
Will this home cooking be the key for them? All right, we'll talk about that. The Mercury and the WNBA. They seem to have the Seattle Storm's number, or they just match up with them well. We'll jump into that as a little bit as well. And then my dream, of course, they are falling apart, man. My dream are falling apart. We talked a little bit about it last week. They're not looking any better, and I don't know what needs to be done. Maybe some changes need to happen, but this is not looking good. And our USA team They took an L. It was it was a scrimmage game, an exhibition game, but they did take an L. It's still an L.
Hey, Apollo Creed died in the expedition. I'm about to say expedition, in an exhibition. That's
Right.
an exhibition. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Nigeria has knocked us off our pedestal, man. So do we take it serious, or is it just an exhibition? So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about Sha'Carri Richardson not being able to race, and I know Corey, you said they've signed a petition to try to get her out there, man. And we want to know what y'all think. Do y'all think that she should be allowed to race? And then we have some UFC fighting going on. I'm not a big UFC guy. I don't really care for it too much, but I know that's a big thing that's out, man. We'll talk about that. Hardy and McGregor. All right.
Yeah.
Prince, what's up, bro?
Not much, bro. Just sitting here chilling, man. Wondering how y'all felt about her not being able to run in the Olympics, but they're trying to put commercials out, trying to highlight other runners, and which doesn't make any sense because they're not the best that she was. So it's just kind of bittersweet. I don't understand why you got the best runner in the United States competing, and you wanted to compete over a small mishap, but you're trying to make it sound it's going to be the best track and field Olympics ever, and it's not because you don't have the top runner in there. So I don't see how it's going to be. The U.S. is the overall. They were the overall favorite, but now they're not anymore. So we just got to see what happens, bro.
Well, hey, since you started there, bro, let's jump into it then. Let's jump into it.
Remember when you broke up with that pretty girl and just didn't happen? Then
Here we go with the pretty girl.
Then you end up with that second one that she wasn't all that great, because you were saying that they're advertising, the new chick or the rest of the chicks. You gotta talk about somebody. Remember when that one that you had just got away from you, then you end up with that rebound. You got to put your rebounds out there. I mean, it's terrible. They have from what I researched, they have a petition. It's called Let Sha'Carri Run. And there's over 600,000 signatures for this Let Sha'Carri Run. But what they're saying is our U.S. governing body is sticking so heavily tight to the rules, they're not letting our fastest runner compete.
Because they're doing it for Japan, don't you think?
They're doing it for Japan? You think? What do you mean?
Some type of conspiracy there. I mean, hell, you don't want your fastest runners to compete. When Michael Phelps got popped, bro, there was nothing said about that, bro.
I mean, to be fair, it did happen after. Yeah, it happened after. I mean, now he did. They say he lost like almost $20 million in endorsements behind that, though.
But still, what the doping agency tests for, that doesn't even stand in any of the criteria, bro. It's not enhancement in speed. It's not enhancement in advantage. It's an enhancement in physical endurance and whatever it takes. So technically, it shouldn't even be part of that type of testing when it comes to Olympic athletes, bro. It's not enhancing any mental, physical abilities to help you gain advantage.
The only thing I heard is, I ain't saying this is why they're sticking by it, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna say this to be politically correct to some of our viewers who probably indulge in some kind of stimulant or been under the influence. What they were saying was it relaxes you to the point to where you can.
Oh my God! A day after, come on, cuz.
I know. I'm just
Really?
If I'm relaxed, and then I ain't gonna lie to you. Me personally, I ain't finna break no record running, on a depressant. But
you ain't finna break no records smoking weed, bro. You're gonna be go back there like, damn, did the buzzer go off? Am I still standing here in my stance? What the hell going on?
Hey, if anything, I don't forget how well I competed. I don't forget how well I competed.
So I think it's a rule. So I think they need to change the rule, but it's still a rule right now.
Right.
it's a like Lil John said, man, it's a banned substance that she broke the rules on.
But let me ask you this, Gary.
Go ahead.
Now the White House has asked the governing body to to look into this. This is if you were on the committee. Mm-hmm. Now I get what you're saying, and I know you had reiterated this to our listeners last week. Mm-hmm. If I'm representing the United States, you're my governing body, and the White House said, listen, this is my top runner. Can you look into this? How would you I guess take care of this, or how would you look into this?
Because they know what's at stake. They know what's at stake.
I think they have to. I think as because they're running for your country, you have to try to support. You want to send your best. So I think they're doing, what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to back their runner. They know the runner made a mistake. I think that's what they're supposed to do. I think, but you can't bend the rules for one person and not for another. So, so people are pushing marijuana heavily now, especially for sports. Because why? Because it helps them heal better.
Yeah.
So if that is kind of helping out, if that's the case.
Something, I'm sorry. I apologize, G, but I just have to say something about what you just said. They don't change the rule for somebody else. Okay, you're right. But during the NCAA football season a couple of years, probably I think it was last year, when Notre Dame didn't have enough, I think it was Notre Dame or somebody else did not have enough wins to get in. The division changed it so they could get in. So they did change the rules. So it's possible to change the rules to benefit. I guess they would say the greater good. It was one of the conferences. It might have been Notre Dame, Oklahoma, one of them. They didn't have enough wins to get into the tournament. Then they changed it. So okay, it was supposed to be 7. They didn't have 7. They had 6. And they changed the rules to enable them to go to the tournament. So if you really want to change it, you can change it. It all depends on who you change it for and how much money is behind it.
In the same season?
Yes, in the same season, dog.
What?
Yeah, it's college football. Yeah.
Oh.
Y'all don't watch college. Y'all really don't watch college like that?
Yeah, that's a college man in the middle right there.
You really don't watch college like that, bro. It was because of the pandemic, they didn't play enough games to get in. They ended up changing the rules so it made sure they had enough games to get in. I think it was 7. I think they only had 6. I can't think of what team.
Okay, Ohio State.
Yeah. Ohio State. Yes. Thank you.
I got you.
Ohio State.
My bad. Boy, already.
So did they?
I know what I'm talking about, boy.
They did.
Yes, they changed it. What would you call it?
What they did, because Ohio State has a shorter season anyway. Right in the SEC,
they didn't win enough.
Then they didn't have enough. Yeah, they didn't have enough games, but they were still, because they didn't lose any. They didn't. What they did was the strength of their current schedule is what they went
changed
with.
The rules.
They bent. Yeah, they
Period.
Bent. The fence was still together. And look, all you needed was, I think, 6 games to be eligible for a bowl. The fence is still up. They just pulled it up so you can get up under.
They changed the rules. They changed the rules.
Yeah. Okay, well, and college, they gonna change the rules because they need to make some money. Yeah. You already know they gonna do whatever. If Ohio State needs to be in it, if Alabama needs to be in it, if they are gonna change the rules for those powerhouses because they know they're gonna bring in the money.
So you're not consider USA to be a powerhouse? Not consider our power runners to go out there and show. That's why do you think the White House and all them been talking about they need to change the rules? Because they know the implications of if we don't put our best performers out there, then people take the Olympics seriously, man. These states take it seriously, bro.
No, you're right.
Nothing else they got. It's dead ass serious, bro.
They were talking about that earlier too. The main 3 that are going to suffer. You got Nike, Puma, Adidas.
Yeah,
they make all this. Yeah.
But now, they are still going to be able. Go ahead, Corey.
Now let me ask you this, and this is for both of you as always. You let her run and she wins. Then what? do we say that, you know, at this point, if she wins, all right, is there a backlash behind, you know, the marijuana, or do you just keep it the same? So what happens if she runs and she still, you know, competes on the same level?
Test her again, dog. Test her before you have to go out there. If she's clean, she's clean. She should be clean. If she's not on no weed or whatever, we all know weed ain't gonna help do nothing. But she, like I said, she ain't on it. She runs, she wins clean, then she wins clean. There's nothing to say about that.
Okay.
It's her athletic ability, bro. It's her athletic. It's
So,
not like Lawrence Taylor when he broke Joe Theismann's ankle on coke. It's not like that.
so
For real, dog. It's not like that, dog.
so
It's not like that.
but we just talked about Michael Phelps losing his endorsements afterwards, right?
Yeah.
So will she lose hers if she
No,
won?
not this day and age, bro. It's different. It's a difference. Go ahead, Corey.
The only difference is because she hadn't won anything yet, she doesn't have any major endorsements.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is what you're saying, like for the Olympics, this is where you cash in. This is where, you know, this is where they show.
You build your brand. It's where you build your brand.
Right, and they were saying that most of the time, you know, I mean, until remember, we didn't know who Usain Bolt was until he flattened them in the Olympics. You know,
Exactly.
Nobody knew. You know, now Sha'Carri, on the other hand, when she left for LSU, I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been watching this girl since she was 17 years old. When she was at LSU, she's been a star since when she stepped onto the, you know, onto them to them lines. Man, she got to LSU and broke every record as a freshman. Yeah. Now, the crazy thing to me is when she showed up at the ESPYs last night. What's the guy on Iron Man? You know, he was the host, and he said that the Olympic Committee got it wrong. You know, he said y'all got it wrong.
Iron Man, the black dude, the black dude.
I don't know his real name, man. But
He
yeah,
telling all the jokes.
Huh?
The one telling all the jokes. Yeah.
Right. He was hosting.
He played War Machine. What was his name in Iron Man?
No, not War Machine. Falcon. The Falcon.
Oh, the Falcon. Falcon wasn't in Iron Man. He was in the Winter Soldier, Captain America. Come on, man, get it right.
Iron Man series, you know.
No. The Falcon was in Winter Soldier.
He was in all the Avengers. You know, right?
Okay, I could take that.
But what he's saying, he said the Olympic Committee got it wrong. There's some sensitivity level here that has to be looked into. Appreciate that, Mike. Anthony Mack. You know what I'm saying? But do you guys think that there's some sensitivity level that needs to be addressed here? Like in her situation, a mom passed, a biological mom, and she didn't know it was a reporter came up and told her. She didn't have the relationship she wanted. The lady passed, and most of the time,
still a mom.
You know, she took an edible. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, she didn't even smoke. She just took an edible.
Yeah, she took an edible.
Oh, so that's neat. Okay, all right. Well, that's fine. I mean, you
said it.
so she showed when she was pretending.
Right. Yeah. So that was it. So the test didn't come back from a hair follicle or sample. You know, she took the edible. You know.
Oh God. Okay. I bet she was blunting it up for a minute there, but okay.
I think you're asking a lot for them to now be sensitive to everybody's situation.
No, yeah, you're right.
I think what situation is better than the next situation, or what situation is worse than the next situation? What's to determine? All right, you losing your mom, or you.
This is why you have a governing body, though, right, G?
That's why you have people. Exactly.
And the governing body is saying, "Hey, this is not
Corey.
So if you were on this committee, that's what I was saying. If you were on this committee, G, you would side with how they're doing it right now?
No.
I would have to side with what the law says. Yeah. Whatever the rules are.
Okay.
I would. I want to see her run, but I think you have to own up to what you've done. I think that there has to be a penalty. There has to be a penalty. There has to be
She
a penalty.
did, but why let it affect her rest of her life, dog? Why let it affect the rest of her life? But anyway,
What?
I get what you're
Yeah,
saying, G. I get what you're
I,
saying.
it,
She nobody
he
says she's an
did.
avid pothead. Nobody says she's an avid pothead, dude.
I'm not
You know
saying
what I'm
she's
saying?
an avid pothead. Yeah, I'm not saying she's an avid. I don't know what she is, but I'm not gonna say she's an avid pothead.
It's just
I
like
think
NFL.
she just made
Like
a
NFL, you
mistake.
wait.
I
Yeah,
think she made.
exactly. And people are forgiven for mistakes, bro. That's what's
You
called
no,
second
I
chances, bro.
forgive her, but you still have to pay the penalty. If you go and hurt somebody, you can man. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it, but you still got to pay that fine for it. You still got to pay that penalty for it. There's a penalty
Yeah.
and as we teach our kids, there's a consequence to everything you do, whether it be good or bad.
But I'm kind of siding with Prince on this one, man. All right, her chance of stardom is only going to be until
Yeah, a small
4
window.
years. She got 4
Yep.
years, man.
Yep.
And then most of the time, it's a strong possibility we may not even see her competing in 4 more years. I have no idea. We
Yep.
have no idea. But what happens is, like he was just saying, she got one chance at this right now. She's at the top of
Yep.
her game right now. And
Yep.
if my career is in your hands right now, Galen, you know,
Mhm.
and you're telling me that, all right, now they gave her 30 days. Couldn't you have lessened the sentence? You know,
Yes, they could have lessened the sentence, dog.
It was 3 months. They lessened it to 30 days.
Come on, man.
3 months.
Come on,
30
G.
days.
Yeah.
Come on, G. They when they found they were looking for
So
something,
that's why
dog.
she was going to be able to run in the
Four
4 by 1.
Okay.
But
okay.
they had already when they gave her the 3 month, they had already put 2 other runners in there for that spot because they thought she was suspended. But when they changed the 1 month, they didn't want to go back and tell the people that they just put in there, hey, now you can't run because she's back.
See, and I think Mike Franklin is feeling the same way I feel for her, but she knows the rules. You know, how many others are in the same testing, are in the same position, I guess, for testing and haven't been tagged? You know, I want to see her run. I want to see her run too, man.
Yeah. I want to see how many tests was given to different athletes and who came up positive, who didn't. She came up positive because she's a star athlete. They didn't want to run.
Right, and this is my thing. Okay, say for example, you know just as well as as I have. It's been in the past. There've been runners who have tested positive after. Remember Ben Johnson? Ben Johnson. Yeah, Ben Johnson ran it in 8 seconds. They go, hey man, hey, come here for a second. You know, I mean, he did something crazy. But what I'm saying is, let her run, and like Prince was saying, test her after. But the Olympics is supposed to be my fastest against your fastest.
Hell right? Yeah, not my mediocre against your fastest.
Right.
It's not supposed to be like that.
But you got to do everything right to get there. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you, G.
I mean,
we can agree to disagree on this subject.
Free Sha'Carri. Free Sha'Carri.
Free Sha'Carri.
And like James said, man, we still have Allison Felix out there.
Come on, man. Really?
Not for the 4x1.
No, not for the 4x1.
She's doing a 4x4.
Yeah, that one time around. Hey, that's a long track. One time around the whole track.
Yeah. We still got Fish Magic quarterbacking, but hell, you know what I mean?
No.
Be excited for Allison Felix, man. There's another lady out there that's pretty fast too. For the US. I forget her name, and I hate to be that guy.
You don't know it.
No, because I am a Sha'Carri fan. Sha'Carri. I am a Sha'Carri fan. I've been on the table for her since, like you said, since doggone LSU days. So I was excited to see her run.
Sha'Carri, he lying. To be one of the biggest advocates of women sports, and he done let you down today. He done let you down.
Yeah, he let you totally down today.
He let you down, Sha'Carri.
So I'm glad when she tunes into this show, she realizes you let her down.
Free Sha'Carri, man. Free Sha'Carri. Come on here, Galen.
Should have made it.
You have to play basketball. Hey, Sha'Carri gonna have to play basketball and let Galen let her play.
No doubt. No doubt. She better not go to the dream though.
I know, right? Hey, if she was on the dream, she'll be playing.
Yeah, I know, because can't nobody hit the button. Damn live.
So the only question Chuck said he has, man, is if the protocol or testing protocols was followed for everybody the same. Or was she
You don't know
picked?
that.
I don't think she was picked out. I don't want. I
Oh,
don't think.
come on, G.
You
They're
think she was
talking
picked
about
out?
her before. They were talking about her before the trial for Olympus even started. She was on top of the world, bro. They knew they couldn't beat her. They're talking about her and that one chick from Jamaica.
Yeah.
That was it.
But that brings money to them. Why would they not want to see her there?
Dude. That's what I
The
said.
only,
I think it's a conspiracy theory. What?
the, the
Who you
only
got back there?
the only reason why I would say no is at this point nobody for Russia has been tested.
Nobody. Why
No
go to the
one is
United States?
right.
Why is it?
So I'm not saying that there's a conspiracy to this, but what I'm saying is that there is some loopholes in this. There are some breakages.
Loopholes, bro.
Yeah, man.
Anybody
Nobody
from
from Russia
Japan
has
been
been
tested
tested.
yet? Nobody from Japan's been tested yet either.
Right. And then what Russia does is they submit their testing results. You don't go in there and say, hey, pee in this cup. They submit their own paperwork. No. we would have sent our test to you.
Yeah.
I
The
had to
fix
look.
is in.
I gotta
The
look
fix
into
is
that.
in, bro.
Yeah.
I
The
gotta look
fix
into
is
all
in,
that.
bro.
I
Right.
don't know
The
about
fix
that.
is in. The fix is in.
That
The
if
fix is
they
in.
doing it like that, that is too obvious. That is too
Fellas,
obvious for them not to test nobody else, but just test us.
Who's
I don't
that
think
back
that's
there,
right.
though?
That's
Who's that
Bobby.
back there, though?
Run D and Bob.
Yeah, what's going on? How y'all doing, folks?
I got a crew with me today, man. I got a crew with me.
Hey,
Y'all are always off. Do y'all ever work out? Golly.
It's going down today.
Going down.
Y'all learn what you know and know what you learn.
I
Okay.
like that phrase,
All
bro.
right. All
like
right,
that
then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Learn what you know and know what you learn. Okay.
Right. Right.
yeah, like that.
All right. So let's move on. We talking about women. Y'all talking about how I'm an advocate for all my women. Let's go to the WNBA. What's up, Cool Breeze?
I got my man Mac on here with me, man. I like to welcome him also to the show. You know,
What's going on?
You got a visitor with me.
What's up, Big Mac?
Hey, what's happening with you?
Hey, now, bro, you good?
What's going on, man?
Man, I'm living the life, living the dream,
I see.
living the dream.
We want to get some of your takes on these topics, then, bro. What do you think about this Sha'Carri Richardson thing, bro?
Well, I mean, the thing about Sha'Carri Richardson, you can look at it a couple different ways. You can look at it from an American aspect, and you can look at it and say, from that aspect, she's not getting taken care of, or we're discriminated against her because of that. Or you can look at it, you can take the world point of view, like Corey was saying, well, the Russians hadn't been tested, right? Do we really know that? The Russians said that they didn't do any interference either. I mean, you got to look at it, and I'm just saying it from a Russian aspect. The Russians been manipulating their blood tests for years. Like, you look at the weightlifting from back in the day. So you got to look at it from that aspect of it. We only looking at it from the lens that we see. And if you only look at it from the lens that we see, you can make it look any way that you choose to. So that's what I feel. Now, do I feel like she should run? And it's marijuana. But you look at it this way. The laws in the United States are totally different than the laws of the world, right? So not everybody in Amsterdam, not everybody just is free like that.
Right.
But if you look at it from our aspect, which the Olympics isn't just about us. It isn't just about us. So
Right.
you got to look at it that way. But do I feel like the U.S. Olympic Committee should let this young lady run? Absolutely. There's no reason why she couldn't necessarily be on the 4x1, the relay team. Maybe not the 100, but she could be on the relay team. So, I mean, that's my thoughts on that one.
So the reason I was telling them earlier, the reason that she's not on the relay team anymore is because they put somebody else on there because they thought that she was suspended for it.
Right.
So they didn't want to go back and have to tell these people who tried out for it as well that now they can't go.
Well, then you need to know your rules then.
So she was suspended for 3 months at first.
Right. And then they reduced it to 30 days.
No,
G.
G. No, G.
30 days. Huh?
No, G. When she first got popped, they said it on TV that she could make it back for the 1x4 relay. They said she could make it back to relay. Yes, they did, bro.
No.
Yes, they did.
At first it was 3 months.
They said they have to. It's up to them to choose to have her on the team. and they chose not to have her on the team.
No, they had her
So she
on the
was
team.
30
They had
days.
her running there first. But when they said that she was going to do 3 months, they took her off. And then she came
I
back.
don't know where 3 months it came from because when I first started watching it, they always said 30 days. So where did 3 months come from?
I thought it was 30 days too, but I mean, I could be.
Yeah, from the
There's
beginning.
a lot of misinformation out there along with the information.
Yeah.
And that's with anything though. So we got you got to look at it that way.
Yeah.
But I still feel like the U.S. Olympic Committee, in the way that the world is right now and what the U.S. is going through, could have let this girl run. It would have been a lot of goodwill for the rest of the United States, not necessarily the world, because again, it's not about the United States on everything when it comes to this. You give me all that back.
What the hell is that? You got peacocks out there or something, dog? Where the hell you at? You in the jungle? Where the hell you at, dog? Where you at?
I'm trying to double string. I'm trying to double string. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, you got to turn one of them down. You got to turn one of them down if you're gonna do it. That'll work. All right, so my Atlanta Dream, man.
Oh my God! Will you let them just go? Let them go, bro.
I can't, man. I can't.
Go,
I gotta fight
dog.
for them. I gotta fight for them.
Oh my God!
They're on like a 5-game losing streak, dog. It's getting uglier and uglier by the day.
Let them go, bro.
We just lost to the worst team in the WNBA, the Indiana Fever today.
Let them go.
You know, with the WNBA, I mean, the best thing that happened to Dream was they moved to the new arena to give them a little bit of ability to make it look once they get good again.
How's that the best thing that happened to them when they're getting spanked every week? Every week we come on here and talk about what type of losing streak they go on. Let them go, dog. Free the Dream.
Because you got to give them the ability to once they get. It's not really about the Dream. It's about their ownership. You know, this is a new ownership.
It's the players, dog. But still, it's the players. No, it's about the players in the aspect of the game. If your coach can't get you to step up and come play the game, if you can't hit the side of a barn, then what the hell are you doing?
Well, who picking the players though?
Come on. They had the same team last year.
No,
I mean,
it's a new It's a new ownership.
It's a new ownership.
It's new ownership. We have, players that aren't meshing. So it's kind of like you're building from the ground up right now, and it's a struggle.
I think the bigger question though is you got to eventually look at the viability of the WNBA. You got to think about that.
Go ahead, keep going. What are you saying?
When you think about the WNBA, I mean, how long has it been around now? 25 years, 26 years? 25 years. That was the anniversary, right? Have they made money yet?
They're making a little.
No.
I think they're still in the hole.
Yeah, they're making some. That new stadium, I mean, it's
no. I'm talking about the WNBA as a whole. Is it making money?
I can say yes when you can afford. When you can afford to,
they're being subsidized by the NBA and continue to get subsidized by the NBA.
But when you got players that are averaging, I mean, they don't make the same amount of money that the NBA plays. But when you got the average player making between $750 and $1 million, it's not.
That's not the average. That's not the average. That's why they still play overseas during the year because they're not making enough money.
No, I'm saying the average superstar. The average superstar makes about that much. But you want them to make. I don't know what their league minimum is, but it's not a bad goal for a league that's only 25 years old.
But the majority of your players are playing year round because they can't make a living just by their one job.
Because they want to make a bunch of million. But then the season is only 30 games, right?
45, somewhere. Is it 30 games?
It's going up this year. It's up to like almost 60 now.
Yeah, it's 60. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's a lot of games.
Yeah.
That's a lot of games in most arenas that are NBA arenas, and you're not filling them up.
The more games
you ain't
play,
making no money.
The more owner is able to pay you.
You ain't making no money.
They're starting to do better by making a little bit of money now, and for them to go on 25 years is saying something in itself. So the amount that they make now has gone up from when they first started. Because when they first started, they was only making about 40,000 when they first started. Yeah, so they're up to now like 125. for
Stereo.
just average. Your average people making about 100, 100, 125 for an average. So they're doing a lot better, and now they have added this what they call the Commissioner's Cup, where they get $500,000 at the end of this championship.
500,000.
Yeah, 500,000 for the team, but this is more revenue that they're bringing in. So I think it's doing an excellent job. The ratings have gone up. The attendance has gone up. The notoriety has gone up.
Prince, that's Mike.
That's Mike.
Yeah.
And this is Prince over here.
No, that's Mike and that's Galen.
What say you, Mike? I see you looking over there. What say you about
Prince,
NBA?
dog. Prince. It's Prince, dog.
Prince.
Corey, what says me is I like the WNBA, man. I like our women's sports. I mean, I think they should get paid as much as men because they're showing their talent and they're showing the fact that they have to compete. But I think it's a little bit harder than the NBA because, I mean, usually the NBA has, you got your top 5 to 7 talents that come out and they can make an impact. In the WNBA, you might maybe have a top 5 women that can come out and try to make an impact, but sometimes I don't think they're used correctly when they come to. It depends on certain teams they go to. Now, if you look at all your teams in the WNBA, who's your standouts? You got Minnesota, you got LA, which LA's fell off.
Big time.
And yeah. I mean, and you only got maybe 5 or 6 strong teams, and everybody else just kind of begging for position. But I always enjoy women's sports, man. I mean,
so would you suggest they contract the teams a little bit?
Well, I think they should. I haven't really given a lot of thought. I'm trying to think of how they can make it better, but there's certain coaches. I mean, like I said, you have certain coaches that went there too to try to make it better. You have certain coaches that wins, but you have your powerhouse teams, man. I mean, and everybody else is just trying to get in the game, but you have your powerhouse teams that get stacked, bro, and not much you can do about it. But as long as the competition is good, as long as they can keep them on their feet, man, hey, they need to do what they need to keep doing, bro. It's a great thing.
Well, let's do this here. Let's focus on what the question was, I guess, on this topic. With the dream right now, I believe that like last week we were talking about it. We got a person that's in our locker room that has inundated the room with some bad juju. No, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? With that fighting, now we got a team that's broken a little bit. And when I say that, what started it's gonna start an avalanche where we started off the dream started off heavily favored, in our conference. Now we're put in a position where we have somewhere along the line one person has inundated this team and is really messed us up a little bit.
The virus will do that.
Oh yeah, it's sort of like a virus, right?
Right.
And remember last week we were talking about what do you do when you got one person that's messing up the team? You trade them, you get rid of them. It's time to cut them. Yeah, you cut ties with that person. And let's go back to how the Atlanta Hawks did the same thing when he lost. I forget the coach's name. What was the coach before we let him go?
Lloyd Pierce.
Pierce when he lost the locker room. I was appreciative. The Hawks only let it happen. It's like you got to cut it off. You lost the locker room after 2.5 weeks. It was time to make a coaching change. At this point, I'm not saying a coaching change needs to happen, but that virus that's in that locker room right now needs to go. Point blank.
I'm with the coaching change.
You with the what?
I think the coaching change needs to happen. He's already came out and said that he's not in it for the long haul anyway. So he's letting it go on too far in the locker room. He hasn't taken control of his locker room yet. And if he can't control his locker room, then he don't need to be there.
I agree.
I know Renee Montgomery, the one of the owners of the team, likes him because she played for him, but his heart isn't in it. His heart isn't in it enough to care about the team. And it's showing on the floor, man. Go ahead, Brent.
It may need to be done.
Okay. All right. Let's switch. Let's. I'm calling the audible real quick, bro. Okay, Little John has been trying to bash your boy with let the Cowboys go. First of all, Little John, any of your teams can never have the record the Cowboys have because the teams are sorry. Let's just get that out the way right now. And again, Little John, talk about a Prince only rolls with winners. No, I rolled winners when the Cowboys were getting thrashed 8-8, 8-8, 8-8. I was still rolling with them when everybody was bashing. When the Lakers had LeBron and went out and they lost, I was surviving them. So you are falsely committing statements on the show, bro. So let's get it right. Okay. So whenever you can put any of your teams up against my Lakers and my Cowboys, at least see who has better records, and then we're gonna ride with that. All right, I'm good. Go ahead, Jalen.
You gotta get that out. You gotta get that out.
Go ahead. I'll get that out.
So we do have some top teams in the league: the Las Vegas Aces, the Seattle Storm. You have up and coming team right now, the UConn Suns, not UConn, the Connecticut Suns.
Connecticut Suns.
Yeah.
The Connecticut Suns. They are rolling. And then you have a team coming up from the bottom, the Minnesota Lynx. This team has rolled off some good wins against some really, really good teams as well. Those 4 teams, man, are going to be tough coming down the stretch. As you all know, man, they're having their All-Star game on Wednesday. And from there, they will be going to the Olympics. So they're pretty much done until August. Or I guess it might be even September. So, yeah. So WNBA will be done, man. So, but these are the teams to look out for when we come back. Those 4 teams, man, are going to be the teams to be reckoned with.
All right. I want to throw audible in here before we transition.
Okay.
From like I said, our WNBA. We got two players that play in the WNBA currently. Last name Mbumike. Nneka Mbumike and Shine Mbumike.
Yeah.
Plays for the Nigerian basketball team, correct?
Yeah.
So with that being said, our United States governing body did not choose Nneka Mbumike, which is your current one of your stars in the league, one of your MVPs of the league, did not get chosen. There's some karma happening with our men's basketball Nigerian team, USA Nigerian team. I want to say this sometime. When you think about this, karma is a serious bitch. And when you think about it, before we transition, I want your opinion, both of you, and then I ask my man Mac here that's with me too. When you don't choose a player because they say that you don't have that look to represent the United States, how would that make you feel?
Oh, I'll be on fire.
Yeah.
I'll be on fire. And honestly, I probably wouldn't want to play for them ever. If I've heard that, all right. I'll be done with them. Me personally, man.
Me too.
I don't want to go out there and win something for you, and you don't like how I look for you. I don't present well for you. No, I'm not winning nothing for you. And if I could play for somebody else, I would.
Just rub it in your face. I'm damn with that. You're gonna tell me I don't look the part, but I play the part, but I don't look the part, so you're not gonna put me on the team? Well, you kiss my ass for that, bro. I'm gonna do what I can do to destroy you, bro. Because that's just what it is, bro. Yeah, I'm not playing. I'm not in this game because what I look like. I'm in this game because of the skill I got. Yeah, what I bring to the team with ability.
And yet Kevin Love played the part, right? That's just that's the crazy part. You got the men team that picked Kevin Love, who hasn't really played very well in the past couple of years.
Why did they pick him anyway? Why did they pick him? I was wondering about that. I saw it the other night. I was like, what the hell? Is this a tryout? But that's the real team. What the hell is he doing, bro?
That's the point. He looked the part.
Yeah. These two girls, these two Mbumike, right? These two Mbumike girls. And I'm not saying Shanae, but Nneka in the WNBA is a supreme baller. You know what I'm saying? And did not get chosen. You chose, and I'm not dogging Sue Bird. I'm not choosing. I mean, but they're older women in the league. U Bird has been in the league now over 12, 13 years.
She's a baller, though.
She is a baller. But what I'm saying is Nneka has been in the league now, I think 4 or 5 years and won a championship 3 times. You see what I'm saying? An MVP. And you didn't get chosen because they said you don't. I don't know if it's because you have dual citizenship I don't know, but you did not get chosen on this team. But you got 6 players that used to be on the UConn basketball team, the female UConn basketball team that gets to play because of Ariama. There has to be something, you know.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
I think something has to go.
Nick Necker went to Stanford.
All right, so it could be even deeper than that.
And
It could be
that's
even
why I
deeper
think it
than
all
that.
lies. I think
Yeah.
it all lies from Gino Oriana. I
Yeah,
think
that's what I'm saying.
they need to get him out of there. He doesn't need to be in the committee to pick the players, because now UConn has a ton of players in the league. We all know that.
Well, you can take the UConn women team for the past 10 years, all of them.
Yeah.
And they win a championship.
Yeah. So he has to. I think he has too much say in that.
Exactly.
In that who goes, and it's like this ain't the first year there's been mostly UConn, a lot of UConn players. It's every Olympic. It's a bunch of UConn players.
Well, it was like that when the Tennessee coach did it too.
Yeah.
No, well, not to this extent though. Not to this extent. This has ranged over a couple of Olympics, man.
But Gino has shown that he's that type of guy though, that he will do stuff out of spite to your Stanford players, your Rutgers players, your Tennessee players.
Yeah. They have to get him out of there. And that's where it all starts from. I don't think it's the US against him. I think it's Gino. I think it's Gino against him.
Thank you guys for letting me be a part of y'all podcast today.
Man, hey, we appreciate you, Mac.
That's great stuff, man.
Big dog. Hey,
appreciate you, man.
Mac, make sure you go and subscribe, man. Subscribe to the show, dog.
I'm gonna get him on it.
Yes, sir. I like that. Good stuff. Yeah. So they gotta get Gino out of there, man. Gino messing it up for the USA. He messing it up for everybody, you know. So they gotta get him out of there, man.
I utilize that to like, I know you're finna go into this next topic, and I just wanted to recognize that players that are from Nigeria have had something to say, and that's going to tie into this next segment that I know you're about to bring up, brother.
Our USA team just took an L to this Nigerian team who has, I believe it's 5 NBA players on their team. And they are actually coached by a NBA coach who, and all this time, I kind of thought was a bad coach. And Mike Brown. Didn't even know he was Nigerian. But they gave our boys an L yesterday.
Yes, sir.
I know. So we brought up the list of people that was on that list on that team, and I know Prince had some issues with some people that was on that team, and Kevin Love and Draymond Green was one of them. Or
Hell yeah. What the hell is that, dog? What the hell? Really?
Now, this is for both of you guys. Mike Brown was once a Laker coach, correct?
Yes, he was.
Is he current? No, he's not currently on the staff now, is he?
No, not Lakers. No.
Okay. He's on. I think Warriors, right? I think he's back on the Warriors staff.
He's on the Warriors.
Yes. He was once the Lakers head coach.
Yes, sir.
He was once the coach for the Cleveland Cavaliers, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like you said, proven, that he can take an inferior team. Like nobody would have ever thought that Nigeria would have taken it, even in an exhibition. And I think I said this before. Apollo Creed got hit in the mouth doing an exhibition.
Right.
Man,
Michael B. Jordan lost his daddy that day. You know what I'm saying? Michael B. Jordan lost his daddy that day. It's supposed to be an exhibition. Mike Brown went down. Hey, Mike Brown went down there and he punched him in the mouth. They didn't take him seriously. Can Can the same thing happen with in the WNBA?
Yeah, of course. Of course. I mean, anybody can get punched in the mouth
Yeah,
if they're not playing together as a
that's
team.
uh,
Can
that
you know? I'm asking because now
that
you got players like NECA who has gone. They said, listen, if I can't play for the U.S., I got dual citizenship, and I'll go play for I'll go represent my father's nation.
right.
Can it happen? Can it happen again?
I don't know if it can this year because that team, like I said before, that WNBA USA team, that's a dream team.
It's a dream team.
It's gonna be hard to beat them.
Mm.
It's gonna be hard to beat them.
Okay.
So, and Mike Franklin says the dream team lost when it didn't matter. I don't remember them losing in an exhibition. Not the dream team, not the first dream team.
No, not the first dream team. No,
not the first dream team.
None of the dream teams lost an exhibition, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. What about this? Has the USA been put on notice with this loss to Nigeria?
Yeah, because the sorry ass team they got. They didn't put on notice. They might not even beat Argentina.
Woo.
Yeah.
Come on now.
No, that's not no. Come on now.
I'm just
Argentina's
saying.
tough.
Yeah, I would say
So
Argentina was smart. Yeah.
And so is Spain.
Spain has always been competitive.
Man, you can't just throw people together in the Olympics and basketball and think, okay, well, we're just gonna go. No, bro, it don't work that way.
Well,
these teams are coming out here to humiliate the United States, bro. They're coming out here to just destroy them. It's not like
Kevin Durant can't will us to a win.
Hell no, bro.
I watched that game today.
Me too.
And they weren't playing soft. They was going at it. They were trying. Yeah, they were trying. But let me say this too: the way they were coaching, they were trying to fill the players out because they've only had 4 practices. It
shouldn't matter though, man. It shouldn't matter what now the college guys. I get that because the college guys represent us most of the time. Within the 4 years, right? We always got those college guys in that G League representing the United States, but our United States ball players should it have been close though?
They should have been ready. They just finished playing. They just finished playing, bro. They could gel.
And they were rusty. Kevin Durant was really rusty. You can tell he ain't been playing since they lost. Right. So a lot of them were rusty. A lot of one-on-one. They just didn't. They were looking for a lot of calls. It was a little more physical than they thought. They weren't used to the international ball. Knocking the ball off the rim, that type stuff. Like you got to know that stuff when you're playing this and that you're the Olympics, because these international players know that. So they took advantage of that a couple times.
Your man Jeffrey Thomas said in '92, Chuck Daly, he had his dream team had lost to that college kids team in '92 because they didn't play Jordan and Magic. Now maybe Pop did the same thing because he didn't allow certain players to play. I mean, is there some kind of I guess there's some truth to that?
Yeah, he did. I do remember that. And they
remember that. He was too young.
They didn't play.
That was at that game.
I just played. Go ahead.
He played some college boys today. He played the boy Garland from Vanderbilt. He got some playing time, a lot of playing time down in the second half. So they played some college boys. Like I said, they were trying to figure things out. But I do think this kind of made them pay attention now. Like, hey, these guys come for our throat. And the gap between the international and the U.S. is closing.
They don't have. Who is their point guard, G?
Our point guard?
No, the USA team's point guard. Who is our point guard?
Good.
Who?
Dang.
No, he shouldn't be the point guard.
Why?
How many point guards that did not make the finals would you take over Damian Lillard? Damian Lillard could be off shooting. He could be the number 2.
Unless
What
Curry.
other floor? What floor
First,
generals would you take? No, but I'm just saying we don't have the top squad we should have, bro. I mean, a lot of we don't.
All right, so give me a point guard then that you would have put in there.
We don't, man. I mean, okay, we could. I mean, even if we, I mean, okay, who's our team? We have Dame Time. What's your boy's name that played with Russell Westbrook?
Russell Westbrook.
Bradley Beal.
No,
Bradley Beal.
Bill. Okay,
Zach LaVine.
him, Bill, and Pat Levine.
Zach
Now, are you Zach Levine?
He said,
Okay, now, whatever, because he doesn't make a difference. He didn't do nothing anyway, so he don't even deserve to be mentioned by his full name. But anyway,
man,
don't you think we could have had a better team?
I don't really.
Come on, don't you think we could have had a better squad, bro? Some people we would keep, but there's some people we could have had a better squad with. Bro.
I don't know who you taking off that to put in. So who you think we're missing?
Come on, man.
We're
missing a bunch of people. I mean, I see. I didn't really realize everything was going on until I seen the game of the night, so I didn't really get a chance. I don't know the whole roster, but from what I was seeing, I mean, you got your heavy hitters. You got your heavy hitters out there. You got Dame Time. You got Beal. You got Garnett. I mean, not Garnett. You got KG. I mean, but who else? I mean, but come on, Love, really?
So
okay.
Love was
Draymond Green.
The reason they got Love in there because Love can spread the floor. He can spread the floor and he can play the bigs down because they have one true big out there, and that is Gobert, Rudy Gobert.
He's from America. I thought he's from a different.
Rudy Gobert, he on the French team.
Yeah, the French team, right? I'm saying who they gonna play against. So they don't really have.
Yeah.
Let me go over the roster. Okay, so we got Bam Adebayo. All right, from the Miami Heat. You got Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Jeremy Grant, Draymond Green, Drew Holiday, Zach LaVine, Damian Lillard, Kevin Love, Chris Middleton of the Bucks, Jason Tatum. So
half these people, the 2 or 3 players aren't even there because they're in the damn finals.
Yeah, 4 of them. 4 of them are in the finals right now.
Right. 4 in the final. Drew Holiday. You got Chris Middleton. Let's see.
Booker.
Devin Booker and who else?
3 or 4.
You got three. Two Bucks and one Phoenix Suns. So
okay.
Yeah, that's it. But that's what I'm saying. This is the team that Greg Popovich led voting. This is who they chose. All right. So I mean, and like I said, right now, like you said, Devin Booker. I don't think he was playing with them because he's on that. He's in the playoffs right now, or he's in the finals right now. You also have Chris Middleton who didn't play, and you have Drew Holiday who didn't play. They're both on that squad. So, and then those 3 players, from what it looks like, they were filled in, like you said, with college guys.
Mm-hmm.
But is this roster that I'm hollering out to you? Is this the best team that the United States can put together? No, I
don't think it is.
I think so for everybody because a lot of people decline. So I think with the people left, I think this is the best team, and I think the way they constructed the team, they didn't construct it to be this slow team. It's a team that's gonna be able to stretch you out and run. I think they got the team to do it. They just didn't, and like JT said, man, I think the coaching was just filling players out right now, getting people in shape. People was out of shape. Just trying to fill them out. If Kevin Love would have played more, if Draymond Green would have played more, they didn't play a lot. I think like JT said, man, they would have won.
Now, Pete, the move. Your boy LBJ is not on the squad. We talked
Right.
about that. You know, his Olympic days are over. Correct? Can I hear y'all say that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all good with that? Y'all okay? Yeah. Y'all feel? How do y'all feel about that? He's okay. Y'all,
I'm good with that.
I'm
you
good
okay?
with that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm good with that. I think his days are over. I think Steph Curry's days are over. I don't think
Steph Curry did nothing. Steph
huh?
Curry ain't did nothing. He needs at least get one more Olympics, bro.
Steph Curry?
Yes.
In 4 more years,
Steph
you
Curry.
think he'll play? He'll play?
He got two. He got 2 gold medals, right?
I thought I only had one.
I didn't know you know what? Honestly, I really didn't know he played for the Olympic
Me
team.
neither. I only had one, bro. Oh, that's what I'm like. 2.
Anybody out there? Hey Charles or hey James? You know,
What?
let me know.
No.
Mike Franklin.
No. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Steph Curry.
I
Wow.
know he's played for Team USA, but I don't know if he's represented us in the Olympics though, bro. Has
That's
he?
what I'm talking about. I don't think so.
Hold up, no, I ain't losing my mind now.
A gold
Well,
medal?
I can't damn tell. A gold medal?
Yeah, I'm saying he's played for the Olympic team or the US Team USA. I just don't remember him being in the Olympics. Yeah, you know what I mean? In the
Me
Olympics.
neither, dog.
Yeah.
Oh no, so he was hurt in 16.
There you
So your
go.
stats.
Yeah, he 16. Hold on.
Does he
Dang.
have a gold medal? I think Prince may have something on you, brother.
Dang.
Dang.
That
I
was
ain't in the show like this.
he's played for Team USA, but he just hadn't represented the United States.
I had to, he gave me like, well, I hate to end the show on this note, but dang.
The show is over. I'm never wrong.
James Lil John said
What?
0 for Curry. 0 for Curry, brother.
0.
0, baby. 0.
So to say that, yeah, he may have needed to be on this roster, you know?
Yes, he should have been on this roster 100%.
Oh, he's only
And his
been in the FIBA. He's only played in the FIBA. Dang it. Okay.
Yeah, that's the
yeah,
World Cup, right?
Yeah. That's the get there, man. Shit.
Yeah, man, it's okay, G. You know, we all have them days, bro.
We all
We all have them days, bro. Like Corey Day's gonna come when
he
Falcons
done.
get spanked.
He ain't playing it no more. So
No.
I think we're in good hands though, man. We was just saying Devin Booker might be the next face of the NBA. So
but he might be wore out through the finals to even go make a contribution, bro. You don't know. I'm watching the game right now, and
that
it's
24-year-old
neck and neck.
wore out.
Okay.
That boy 24.
That boy a shooter, right? That boy a shooter.
He better not be wore out.
No, that's right.
Corey 24, he wore out too.
24 dog years. I'm old, man.
All right, so let's move on, man. Let's move on. My boy James said, man, they had some good UFC fights going on this past weekend. And Corey brought up Greg Hardy. And he tried to throw former Dallas Cowboys Greg Hardy.
Got punched in the ball, Cowboy.
Try to throw that in there.
Yeah,
so
man.
if y'all didn't get to see it,
Ty went to the fire there a little bit.
So that was your boy Hardy, and you know they've been talking about him bad on Twitter, man. That's for all the women out there that he beat on, and so go ahead, give me your thoughts on it, Corey.
Hey man, I ain't never been no Greg Hardy fan, and like you said, I'm not an advocate of any woman getting hit, any woman. And so when you guys let him go, and nobody gave him another opportunity, he decided to take his so-called skills, like he said, to the UFC. And at this point, he's been using, more or less that football brute strength to fight his opponents. And I'm glad somebody was there to give him one. So, but at the same time, it makes me feel good to know that a Cowboy took an L. You know what I'm saying?
y'all.
I have no comment.
He's a panther. This man is a panther. This man is a panther. He played a half a season with the Cowboys. Now he a Cowboy.
Hey, y'all, listen. If you play the star, you're a star. You know what I'm saying? Star.
Deion Sanders the Cowboy.
Don't you do that, boy.
Cowboy. 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 Ain't no thing. He didn't win no championship with the Falcons.
Don't matter. Don't do that. Hey, don't.
Yeah.
Not Deion.
No.
Deion. Don't do. Don't
He
do
won a
Deion.
star. Wait a minute now.
Hey,
that goalpost. That goalpost moving, boy. That
It's moving. It's moving.
Hey, we can move on. We'll move on. Let's move on. Y'all boys dirty. Y'all boys dirty.
We ain't dirty.
So, that same night, man, they had another fight, and this guy's been getting a lot of fights. He's still making a lot of money. I don't know if he's won anything recently, but people still go out to see this man fight.
O'Connor. Well,
Conor McGregor.
Yeah. He hurt his leg. Now I ain't gonna lie. I'm not saying I'm a Conor McGregor fan, but
did he hurt it?
He hurt his leg. Yeah, he didn't get
a bad boy.
Yeah, I think it was either broke it right up under the knee. You know.
Yeah, he snapped it. He snapped that ankle.
Yeah, he ended up. Now I think he's lost. Technically, he's lost that last 3 fights.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he talks a good game. You see what I'm saying? So people want to, that Irish, following wants to see him really be the face of the USC. But he's still Conor McGregor. You know what I'm saying? You still want to show. You still want nobody should have watched that Mayweather Paul fight, but we did. A few of. I know I did.
You watched
it?
Oh,
I watched.
You did.
You watched the fight?
I wasn't paying for that.
Yeah, I watched. I didn't pay for it, but I watched it. Paul.
Wow.
Yeah.
The fight that I wanted to watch got canceled, which pissed me off.
Which one?
They canceled that because of Corona.
What fight?
The heavyweight championship. Tyson Fury and
Fury gonna beat the hell out of that boy.
Gonna be.
Wilder's too wild, man. He too wild.
Too many haymakers. He can't box. Yeah, he can't box. You think Wilder was gonna win?
I thought he was gonna have a chance to win. Yeah, I did. Yes, I did.
Why?
I was picking Wilder to win that fight. The comeback of the year, bro. That's what I was picking.
Comeback for real.
Bro. I think he got robbed. He got hit. He was blindsided with that haymaker, bro. So he got a chance to come back.
Are you serious? He got boxed. He got beat.
No, I'm not serious. I'm just playing. He got boxed, but everybody needs a chance to come back, bro.
And he ain't got no chin. You can't be out there throwing them haymakers. They ain't got no chin either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey. I just gotta. Hey, listen, G. I'm sorry, fellas. I gotta cut loose. My son's stuck. I got a text. I gotta go grab him real quick. So I'm gonna get off. But Corey, I'm sorry that your Falcons are not gonna do much this year. But just become a Dallas Cowboy fan and you'll be okay.
All right, you can go. All right, we'll see you later. Go get your son.
All right, fellas. Wednesday.
All right, bro.
Peace.
So James said he watched the fight too. The doggone Mayweather Paul fight. I can't believe y'all watched that fight, dog.
Hey man, let me tell you. And what's so gangster is Mayweather. He took home about $100 million on that fight, and it wasn't even. It was an exhibition, man. Like you said. Paul went the distance, because Mayweather is now, he's an older boxer now. But some kind of strange way you want to see, like, hey, Mike, I watched it too. I ain't paid for it, but I watched it,
So I've seen, I've heard a lot of people say they watched it, but they didn't pay for it. I'm trying to figure out how the hell he got this $100 million and ain't nobody paid for the fight, but everybody watched it.
We didn't. We did. You know who? Hey, and then that Paul, his people, we did. You know. Look, that was the same night that Ocho Cinco got his butt knocked down. I watched it. You know.
So did Ocho? How long did Ocho last? Did he last a couple rounds?
3, I think.
Okay.
3. Okay. He started. He looked good. Now I ain't gonna lie to you. Ocho went through the same boxing camp as Mayweather. You know, so that's why they put him on the card. Same way with what's the little guy named that the dunk champion they got
Nate Robinson.
Nate Robinson. Whenever you come out of the Mayweather camp, something about his camp makes you feel like, you know what? I think I'm pretty good. I think I can fight somebody until you get hit in the mouth. You know, he started off nice until he got hit. He even gave the dude a hug afterwards, like, okay, I ain't gonna do this no more. I can't do this. You know, I'm a football player.
Was that the same night? When did Lamar Odom fight? Didn't Lamar Odom fight too?
I just saw that, but I think that Lamar Odom, he fought. What's the white singer, man? The little that was a waste. That was a waste, man. I watched some highlights of it. The singer, I forget the little white dude's name, man, but there was no reason why that fight should have happened at all. You know what I mean? Lamar Odom, 6'10", fighting against the little white singer guy. But it went the distance. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
It went the distance.
Yeah, it went the distance. I think it was only an exhibition for like 6 rounds or something like that.
Yeah.
He Ocho, like I said, Ocho, like Mike Frank said, Ocho looked better than your boy until he got hit. Until he took that lick, then them knees started buckling. It's a wrap, kid.
Okay. I can't believe all y'all watched that fight, man. I can't. Y'all give Mayweather all that money on the exhibition. Boy, y'all are something else. Boy, y'all are something else.
I didn't pay money.
There's a lot in pockets. That's a lot. Hey, he like McGregor. They are excellent promoters, dog. Somehow they get done.
man.
Excellent promoters, dog.
For sure.
All right. So last topic, man. You sent me a little something about this 16-year-old millionaire now. Yes. Little kid has opted to go to the overtime league, and this league, I think I talked about this maybe 6-7 episodes ago. This is a league put together by, what is it, Jay-Z and
couple of rich guys.
Yeah, a couple of rich guys, man, come together, man, with overtime and created this league. And
overtime elite, right?
Overtime elite. Jalen Lewis becomes the youngest professional to make $1 million. He skipped his senior. Well, I'm sorry, his junior year, because he was a rising junior.
Yeah.
He skipped his last 2 high school years to go into this professional league to make $1 million over what, a 4-year? 4-year contract. So he'll get $100,000 per year. He will get $100K towards college
tuition. Yeah,
tuition.
It goes. Also, go ahead. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Also, he'll get full health care.
Yeah.
And disability. That's the most important right there. Disability coverage. If anything happens to him, he's covered.
Yeah.
So this is a win-win situation, man. The guys, plus he gets bonuses and a piece of the company's stock.
Yeah.
Like
now, man, the negative side to that, and I'm gonna ask you because, like I said, I always refer to you because you're a coach. You know, you have a kid that currently plays ball. Now, the only thing he'll be foregoing, can't play high school ball, can't play college ball, you know. Now, but it is a win-win because let's say if he gets hurt, The boy can go to college, go anywhere he wants to go. You know, then like you said, healthcare covers. You know, with what we do, healthcare is when healthcare is taken care of, it is. But should this be the new norm for kids? Now, my wife had told me that we should start talking about this in terms of how kids are being prepared for college. Will this be a new fad where kids decide, listen, you know what? I can get $1 million. I can get healthcare coverage. I can go to college. I'll have this 100,000 in the bank if I want to go to college. Will this be the new fad to allow kids to forego, going to college? Is this going to change the college game in your opinion?
I think it is. I think it is. And you go to college for what? To kind of build your life, to get your life set. If you're already doing that with skipping college, then why even go to college and do it? I mean, why? If you're already setting yourself up, you're getting stocks already. You can learn stuff. You can take business classes. You don't have to go to college to take business classes.
Yeah.
So this is.
Now, my wife brought up this point to me just today. Now, kids are starting to get paid for. Let's go with the NBA. The college video games. Or when the NCAA profits off of kids' likeness. Or let's go back to the Fab Five when Jalen Rose said that Nike made over during the time that he was playing, tens of millions of dollars on his jersey by itself. The University of Michigan made just about the same amount of money, and he got nothing. Now kids can utilize their likeness to make money in certain states. Now, this here is a whole nother game changer. As a father, as a coach, and as an ex-player, would you allow your son to make a contract like this, or to accept a contract like this?
And I think it has to be player by player, and I think with it has to be a maturity that these kids have to have to be able to accept, because that's a lot of money, and that's a lot of responsibility now.
For a 16-year-old, sure.
Yeah, for a 16-year-old. So you have to have the right backing with you, because it's not just you're not gonna do it by yourself. So I think it's all gonna depend on situation by situation, person by person.
But just off the rip, is it a good idea for a kid to forego college? I only say that because I'm just a strong advocate of a kid going to at least experience, college 1 year. I think that was always a good way to help a kid express himself. That 1 year of college has always been good for me. Right. However, you had some kids that have exceeded, not many. Just think about that. How many kids have gone from college? From high school to the NBA. And have been successful. I think at the most we've had only maybe 10
right,
kids.
Right. A handful. There's a handful.
Yeah, right. So I've always felt like that 1 year of college, that one and done. Even if it is the one and done, if you're good enough, okay. But I want you to at least experience college for what it's worth one time. You know what I mean? So
and the ones that have been successful are the ones that were what? Very mature.
Oh yeah, all right, go for it.
Very mature for their age. The Kobe Bryant, the Kevin Garnett, the Tracy McGrady's, they were all very, very mature. They didn't go out there and do a lot of wasteful things. They had great backing, great support system.
Yeah.
LeBron James. Think LeBron James, so that place, because college is not for everybody.
It's not, but for a high school kid to go, I'm finna forego my junior season. Like you said, this is a junior.
Yeah.
I still haven't finished high school, and I'm signing a contract. Well, now is this a good look for, companies like Elite Sports or Overtime Elite to start looking at high school? But it's like, where are we going with this? Now I'm starting to look at high school kids to, and offer them money because, and I get it. I've watched on YouTube. I watched on a bunch of different little channels of high school players, getting like Bronny James. you know, his last game had in a high school setting over, you know, what is it, a high school gym?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, where's basketball going with this?
Yeah. That's a good point. I mean, when do they stop? You know, I didn't think about that. You know, do you start coveting the all ninth graders now? You know, because
right.
You know, juniors. I thought you know they were doing it for like seniors. You know, skip your senior year. If you have no credits, you can skip. You know, you can early, whatever.
Right.
But if you catching people at juniors,
and you say that I'm now a pro, but yet I hadn't even played my last, or hadn't even been my last year of high school yet. I ain't bent the corner, you know.
Yeah. And I guess I need to look into that and see what do they go get their GED or like what happens, you know, with that, you know, how do now you're out there without a high school diploma, but you have $1 million.
Right. Physically, they can play ball. You know, I've seen some young cats can shoot the rock. Mentally, you're not even an adult yet, you know.
Right.
So it's a turnoff to me, but it's amazing that Jay-Z would be one of the guys that would, you know, funnel a company like this or found a company like this to basically stop the education of a young player, and also the maturity of a young player. So I brought that up when we were talking about, you know, putting the lineup for the show together. I was reading that article and I thought that was just it was a little transcending, but at the same time, it threw me off a little bit that a kid 16 would make $1 million. Like Lil John was saying, that contract is tempting. It's an attractive contract. But does that kid know what, you know, how important the healthcare is? I don't think so, but that's what I was saying. Where we going with this as far as basketball or any other sport, you know, at that matter.
And let me apologize. I had it wrong. It's not Jay-Z. It's Jeff Bezos and Drake.
Okay, oh wow.
Amazon
guy, yeah.
Amazon guy and Drake. So
okay.
They are the one.
Let me ask you this question. A guy like Jeff Bezos, you know, I mean, he's a you know, I think if at this point between him and Elon Musk are the two richest, you know, people in the world. What does this benefit him to offer young high school ballers, you know, $1 million contract? Where does that benefit him? Where's the benefit in that right there? Or either Drake at that matter, you know, I mean.
And Bezos seems to be one who wants to put not people out of business, but giving people different options. He's done it with Amazon, so you don't have to go to Walmart anymore. You know, you don't have to. Hell, you don't have to ship UPS, FedEx. You ship it through Amazon. So he's, and now I think he's.
They cutting the legs of the NBA?
Not the NBA, college.
Okay.
College. And I think he's trying to they're making a league for those players, a whole league. That was the plan for them, is to make a league for them to be able to play in, where they're playing to get the best competition.
So Mike Franklin said the benefit of getting the player before they get tied into college, you know, or those, you know, I guess before they even get touched by a college a recruit or college scout, you know, I guess he's saying that to take this talent while it's, you know, still being cultivated. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. You know, that means that sort of like with Amazon, he's going to have, you know, people out there scouting high school players.
Well, if you've noticed, Drake has been at a lot of high school games lately. A lot of high school games.
No
you
doubt.
know, you at NBA games all the time.
Yeah.
Now you're seeing them at a lot of high school games.
Not college, high school games.
High school.
Yeah.
So that could be what they're doing, man.
Right.
They're trying to compete with college, and maybe that'll make college do better by their athletes.
You have a son. I got two sons, right? And I think about, it's every father's. I ain't saying every father's dream, but every father has sat there and thought, "Hey, man, what did my son make it to the league? You know what I'm saying? What did my man, just one day, he has the gift to make it to the league." If I were put in that situation, I would want to be that father that can give, my child the best advice. I know some kids coming from, West nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that offer is the best they've ever seen and probably ever going to see. But without patience, without guidance, without good parenting, you got to have somebody go, hey, don't, no, we're going to school, We're going to at least let the dude finish high school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a tough situation, man. And I'm with you. I would want, after a lot of, we gonna do what God says do anyway. But you in the worldly aspect, in the world, I would want my kid to finish school.
Yeah. Well, Mike Franklin said, "I tell my son never go to FSU, Florida State." Or Notre Dame unless you're already wearing Hurricanes. No, I would want somebody in that kid's ear, man, to be there. That's all I'm saying. If it happened to me, I know, I off the rip, I would just say no. Especially if I remember my dad used to always say this: you want everything, you don't need nothing.
Right. Yeah.
You want everything, you don't need nothing. So until then, sort of like Jesus showed his work, what I'm saying? You got somebody in that kid's ear, another girl or whatever. No. So that's just my take on it, man. I just thought that was one of those situations that we could cover, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a very interesting topic, man. It's a topic that we probably got to keep an eye on too. That's something we definitely got to keep an eye on because I don't think it's going anywhere.
It's gonna get worse, right?
It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse because we all know Jeff Bezos ain't going nowhere. So
or just think about some of these high school cats that you've covered or that you've highlighted. When you giving it to us, they could easily be the next one.
Right, right. And overtime is what these young cats want to be on. Yeah. So overtime is, and you get on overtime as a kid, you've made it.
Made it, yeah.
Every kid wants to be on overtime, man. And now that they're preparing them to have a league.
Yeah.
That's opening up a lot. So
right.
Yeah. Hey man, great show, my dog. Great show.
Hey man.
That is episode 32 in the books, man.
Yeah. Before we dip, man, like I said, I want to give a shout out, my man Jesse Mack that came on. We out here vacationing together, man. Like I said, I'll talk about my experience when I get back home, like you normally do. I want to appreciate him coming on. Bobby Bryant, he always make his appearance, every now and then. And at the same time, my wife is just here. She just laid her grandma to rest. I want to give a big shout out to her. She's been a trooper. When you lose a family member, it's tough. But at the same time, we're here to kind of make sure that she can get over it. If you're having some trouble, man, I just want to put this out there to the guys and women that listen to our podcast. Talk to somebody. Just get next to somebody so you don't not inundated with trouble. So that's it. I just want to get out of my chest, big homie.
Absolutely. Do not hold it in, man. You don't have to go through life by yourself. Don't hold it in, man. And get it out. Let people love on you. And we all need more of that. Yeah. We all need to love on each other, man, and spread love to each and every person that's out there, man. So definitely send our best wishes, our love to Kanisha. And we appreciate her, man, for being the strong woman that she is. Yeah. So my dog, I love you, big dog.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Mike Franklin, we appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Hey, my friend, if you let it out, people gonna get hurt.
You need a hug, man. You need
I
a
know,
hug.
right? God dang.
Yeah, Mike need a hug.
Mike, okay, look, I'm gonna put that on the shirt. You know, if you let it out, people gonna get hurt.
Mike Franklin, dog, we love you, boy. We appreciate you. Hey, Chuck, Little John, thanks again, my dog. James, Little John, as always, appreciate you. My boy, Philip, appreciate you, big dog, for joining in, homie.
Big Chris.
My boy, JT, Jeffrey Thomas. Hey, I love you, dog. Appreciate it. My old high school homeboy.
That's what's up.
Yeah, my whole high school teammate. Not just homeboy. That's my family there.
Hey,
y'all. NF Astro, of course.
Hey, Chris, I want to hear from you, man. We hitting you with these young guy topics, man. I need to hear more from you and people like yourself, man. Young guys that can really chime in and tell me how they feeling with some of these topics that we're giving. Hey, man, hit somebody up, man. Let them know what we're talking about, brother.
Absolutely. And where your boy Conroy?
Right.
Where he at? I know he on there watching in the background.
Right.
Tell him, I know he had something to say. Just the only one about LeBron.
LeBron, the greatest Laker, man. Where you at, Conroy? I want to talk to you.
Hey, fellas. Hey, we love y'all, man. We'll check y'all out on Wednesday, baby. Hey, enjoy the rest of your vacation, my dog.
Know it.
Peace.
Later.